Hi Helix. Hi birthday. Let me just adjust the camera real quick. There we go. Hi. Hi birthday, Helix. Yeah. Right now your name is G. Lynn Cordero. Yeah, I kind of knew that. So anyway, I've been practicing. What I'm about to do, I've been practicing for like a week now. So if it doesn't work, I'm sorry. I tried my best. Anyway, yeah. Let's talk about the concept of a perfect match. Perfect match. Months. Everybody, like everybody since our generation onwards, everybody's kind of like obsessed with finding the perfect match. Thing is, once you ask them what they mean by a perfect match, most of them have no idea whatsoever. Like, and most of them have no idea what a perfect match is. Or, right, what do you mean by match? What makes it perfect, right? And most of the time, they tend to look for the perfect match in all the wrong places. They kind of base their idea of what a perfect match is from the movies, love stories, and everything, right? So most people want to find a perfect match, but they don't know what they're talking about. They can't define exactly what they mean by their perfect match, and you know, they don't even know what they're looking for, and they tend to look for it in all the wrong places. We tend to look for love in all the wrong places. And I actually met you online, so you know, it's kind of like weird, I guess, for most people to think that, oh, you're gonna call that woman your soulmate, your perfect match, blah 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 blah. And there's the thing. We tend to put labels on a lot of things, right? And that tends to complicate a lot of things. For me, personally, I think that dating is like playing a card game, right? It's like playing a card game. I mean, like, we just tend to complicate the entire game. It could be as easy as choosing a card and that's it. But you know, most of us, because of the labels, because of the templates of what people say love is, what people say a perfect match is, what people say a soulmate is, we tend to overcomplicate something that should just be based on feeling, right? So yeah, because the thing is, every single person has some sort of value to offer your life in a manner that nobody else can, right? Every single person has some sort of value they can offer your life that no other person can. But the thing is, it all depends on what kind of game you're playing. Right? Let's say you're playing poker. You'd prefer this one over this one, right? But when you're playing like Pusoidos, you'd prefer this one over this one. Like I said, it's like a game of cards. It all, the value of a person in relation to your life as it is right now, your lifestyle and your mindset, all depends on what kind of game you're playing at the moment. And yeah, it's already that complicated, but most of us tend to look at things from the surface. We tend to take things from surface value, right? That's why you get women who say like all men are the same, right? All men are the same, pare-pares kayo mga lalaki. So bad, hirap na hirap ka mamili. Just if all men are the same, like, right? If all men are the same, just choose a man and stick with him, right? What's taking you so long to choose one? You ain't got much to choose from. Anyway, yeah. we tend to overcomplicate the entire dating scenario. Right? That's why when it comes to actually choosing what we think is the perfect match for us, we kind of hesitate and we kind of second guess or question our choices. But yeah, we don't want to choose here or there. We don't want to choose right away because that's too obvious. It ain't magical, right? But here's the thing. Take it from a mind magician like me. Love can sometimes feel like magic. Yes, it can. But take it from a mind magician like me. While love can sometimes feel like magic, magic is most often than not just a well orchestrated illusion. Okay? Just a well orchestrated illusion, most often than not. That's why when we feel, when we're forced to make a choice, we're in the middle of when we're in the middle of making a choice, right? We tend to second guess our choices. Right? We tend to question our own choices. Right? We tend to question our own choices. Like, what makes him unique? What makes him better than most people? What makes him better than any of these cards? What makes him unique? Right? What makes his value, right, a perfect match for me compared to every other card? But the thing is, a perfect match isn't a perfect match unless he does something like this. Sometimes there are choices in life that are just really hard to swallow. Right. So yeah, like I said, you can't really call it. It's not even half your perfect match unless this match does something like this. What do I mean? People, you can say half of being a perfect match is being able to actually have something to match with. Am I making any sense? It's hard to do in English. But I have friends who are foreigners now, so I gotta do this in English. So, yeah. You really can't, like you can't say that a person is your perfect match unless they have something to match. Right? You can't say like, oh, he's the missing piece I've been looking for. Unless you're actually missing a piece. But here's the thing, you can't really call it a perfect match unless he can match whatever it is sacrifice. A person needs to give part of his life to you in a manner that even if you give it back, it's never going to be the same. A person, we call that sacrifice. A person needs to sacrifice part of his life, part of his heart, part of his soul for you in order to to at least make it half feel like he's your perfect match, he or she is your perfect match, right? That's just half of the perfect match per se, in my opinion. I mean, like, that's just half. Now I'm just alone here, so how do we say that it's actually a perfect match? If that sort of thing, if his sacrifice transcends barriers, if his sacrifice is able to reach you in a manner that nobody else can. Now I've been holding this card, and this matchbox has been here the whole time. Nobody has touched that. It's been right at the base of the camera. Now, like I said, a perfect match is a person that gives part of his life, his heart, his soul to you in a manner that nobody else can. And his sacrifice breaks barriers. Breaks barriers. Alright? A perfect match is a person who goes to great lengths to transcend everything that stands in the way of your happiness. A perfect match is a person who would, do whatever it takes, go through such great lengths, even give a part of himself, his heart, his life, his time, his soul, just to make you feel loved. Because whatever kind of game you're playing, no matter how useless you feel, for some person, for your perfect match would always be enough. Happy birthday, Jillian Cordero. Your Majesty Helix, happy birthday. Stay safe, stay happy.